Doink. You know what that means? It's Friday. It's Friday night. And I have a short story to tell you on that. So the other night, I don't know, Wednesday night, I think it was, I'm in my living room. And I said, Doink. And what does my 10-year-old say? Hey, guys, it's Friday night. You know what that means?
That's awesome.
I was pissing myself. I thought it was great. I thought it was great. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. So far tonight we got the normal crew in here. Stevie and Stumper are here, and I invited a whole slew of people. Hey, Gil, what's going on? So I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, G, what's going on, man? How you doing? Shout out number one tonight is going out to one Stumpette who's celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, young lady. I hope you had a good day. I hope you didn't have to make dinner, lift a finger, didn't have to do anything. I hope the gentleman in your life did everything for you. And if they didn't, allow me to make fun of them live on the Quagmire.
All things were handled as they should have been.
Yeah, just making sure. So happy birthday goes out to Stumpette. Uncle Cow, I saw that in the crazy chat. You did a video. I have not been able to watch any. I work late tonight at FedEx. I didn't get home until 9:45. But anywho, I will do my damnedest to catch up on that tomorrow. So that's cool. Hang on one sec, guys. You have to leave it off.
Lord heavens. Steve B wished Stumpette happy birthday.
All right. Steve B said happy birthday, baby. She says thank you to everybody.
Tell her she's very welcome.
And Gear, of course.
And Gear.
Let me do a little rundown here.
She said thank you, everybody.
You're very welcome, sweetie. You know what you can't do, Steve, anymore? Steve informed me that they fixed YouTube. Oh, they fixed YouTube, all right. They fixed it so I can't travel up and see who was here and who wasn't.
Are you kidding?
Nope, dead serious. I do not have one arrow that allows me to do that. All I have is the, what do you call it, that everybody else has on the right-hand side.
It allowed me to scroll up.
No, it's not allowing me. I know that Sandy was first because she told me it was about time I got here, and then I posted it.
Right.
County line. Welcome. Thank you for coming. If you can go back, Stevie, go back for me and tell me who.
All right. You got county line logging.
Yep.
And then you can't see anybody?
I can go as far back as prepping to endure, V-Borg.
There you go.
Gentlemen, how are you? Stevie B, I know Stevie B was in here. Stevie, how are you? Did I miss anybody?
Good old Gear.
Gear grinding.
V-Borg.
Yep. Jake, Greg, what's going on? Good to see you. Mr. Campbell. Yeah, F11 key, Mikey. That might clear it up. F11.
Watch the whole chat disappear.
That's a full screen. No, I don't want that though. Nope, no, take me out of full screen. How do I do that? Hit F11 again? Yeah. Okay. I miss G-Trapper. G-Trapper, how you doing? Good to see you. County Line, welcome. Yeah, man. You guys, County Line is new to our chat, so say hello. County Line logging as his screen name. So say hi.
I'm already subbed to him.
Another shout out. I'd like to say hello to Sash Green 13th man. I hope things are well.
Whew.
I'm forgetting a couple of people that's going to come to my brain again, and we'll take care of that. And look at this, my phone's dying, thank God. But I really do hate when I forget. Probably because due to the fact that I try to do way too many things at one time.
Or that.
You know. Oh, where Richie's been lately. Richie's a tactical plumber. Who else did I miss? Oh, it'll come to me. Hey, Hike with Mike, what's going on? I just seen you just put out a video too. I gotta have to catch up on that one too. Great to see you. I'd also like to say hello and a shout out to Gerald B. I hope things are well. Partisan Gorilla, how are you, sir? Great to see you. Anywho.
I thought Hike with Mike might have been your shotgun popping in for a hay.
What's that? You thought Hike was Mike. You thought Hike with Mike was what? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, well, good. Stump heard me.
Well, you guys are mean.
No. I'll clarify the situation
First,
a
I
little
thought
bit.
it was Dish. Huh?
That's what I was going to say. We'll clarify that a little bit. At first, a lot of us thought Hike with Mike was somebody, poking you with a stick, about taking the guns hiking and shit. And then lo and behold, fucking who knew it? Hike with Mike's a real channel, which
Good
hats off
channel,
to
anyway,
you.
that.
Yes, very fucking good. Check them out.
Yeah. Oh, I have. I've watched Mike's videos.
I was talking to everybody.
Oh, all right. I didn't know you Southerners did that.
Yeah, we it's called Southern Charm. Yeah, we'll call you an asshole and compliment you all at the same time.
Well, you're from the north, then. You must be from the north because you ain't got any fucking charm. That's for damn Skippy sure.
I beg to differ. Ask Miss Sandy.
Yes, the ever beautiful Sandy's Passions is here with us once again. Gear Riding says, planned on watching cars go around in circles tonight, but it was rained out, so here I am. Well, glad to have you, Gear, as always.
Right on.
All right.
And I can't really blame the man for choosing the dirt track over us. I think I might do the same if.
No, dirt track. Dirt track is cool.
I got a cousin up north runs dirt track. He does pretty good.
Yeah, you got to watch a couple of. Gear has a bunch of dirt track races on his channel.
Right on. I've seen a bunch.
They used to run a dirt car too.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yep.
Really cool. I don't care what anybody says. Driving on dirt, that's fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Once they get the track wet enough and packed down, slicked down, a few laps, get it all ironed out, it's similar to asphalt, but not really, because it'll break loose, and if you get too high up in the corners, getting all that gritty loose shit,
Right.
dude, you're going for a ride.
Definitely a driver's race, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mike says there's too many mics in this live stream. The only two mics that matter are here, me and Hike with Mike. For those that don't know, the name Michael means godlike, so you guys are all in trouble because that means we're good. We're God.
Oh, so, Lord.
Yes.
How can I help you? I thought Michael was one of the archangels, like the ultimate, warrior for God type thing.
Protection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hope you're better with a sword than you are a gun.
It's funny though. You know what's funny, and believe me, I'm not going down no religion discussion tonight. Okay.
All right.
But and I'm not just saying this because my name is Michael. So I looked at everybody else but myself. That's name is Michael. Okay. And it is weird. I'm like I was at a job right before the job that I have now, about 10, 11 years ago. There were 7 mics that worked there. Okay, including myself. There were 7 of us, okay?
Yeah.
It started back then because they would always say, oh, Mike's what. So I started watching back then. It's amazing how true it is that with it we protect it. It's however that saying goes, however
right.
All right, but it's really truly weird how that is.
A lot of people fit their name.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying other people. I'm not saying if you don't have the name Michael, you don't. I'm just saying that you know what I mean. It fits. Like Stevie just said, it fits.
It's a fairly dominant trait in most guys named Michael.
What else?
While you're thinking, there's something I want to say, and you may get mad at me. You may be cool with it. I don't know, but
I'll let you know. If I call you a fucking moron, I'm mad at you. How's that sound?
Sounds like a fucking plan.
Okay.
I want to tell you congratulations and tell you that we're all fucking proud of you.
What's that?
A few days ago, several years back, you put down the last bottle you ever picked up.
Indeed. 16 years ago today, sir. Thank you.
Right on, brother.
Hell yeah, I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much. It's been it's been something.
off on.
Yeah. But no, it's I put it, for those who aren't on my Facebook, I put a Facebook message out there today thanking people that stuck by me when I was drinking. Because that shit, whether it's booze or drugs, it really doesn't matter. It's the same fucking thing. It isn't my world anyway. And I hear and see people that cause so much shit that they're estranged from their family now. And fortunately, even after the shitty things I did in my lifetime, in those days, I still have all of them in my life. So I lucked out on that end.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But there are those that, they finally get sober or they finally get clean, and it's really hard for some people,
Oh yeah.
But thank you. That was, like I said, it's not an easy thing to do sometimes, but
I totally understand that. Which that all goes back to the steps and that one simple little thing, one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 minute at a time, 1 second at a time.
fucking right it is.
Oh yeah.
It it's funny because I told people years ago when they were trying to tell me that that I should probably put it down, and I said that's really not going to be an issue. I said the issue. I said because at that time I wasn't chemically dependent on alcohol as I am nicotine. So I didn't wake up and have a drink, to get me going and stop the shakes and all that.
Right.
Right.
Almost, but not. And I told people, you take away my cigarettes, we don't have an issue.
Hell yeah.
What's up, fellas?
What's happening, Groovy?
Mr.
Not all.
Groovy.
Thanks, Hike with Mike. I don't know about being strong, but determination and look, I just know that I don't knock anybody that drinks. I don't tell people they shouldn't drink. I don't. The only people I do are the ones that come to me and say, "Hey, I got a drinking problem. What do I do?" And I tell them not to drink. For starters, that's number one. But I had no choices either. I was out of choices. It was on a DUI charge, and I spent the weekend in jail, and I missed a family wedding, and at some point in time, you just give up.
Or learn.
Well, I just gave up because I wasn't learning. That's for damn skippy sure.
That's something a lot of people think you learn, but Mike's right. You don't learn. You finally get to a point where you realize, that's literally it's the end of the road. There ain't no lower to get without getting dead.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's a reality check, and it's different for everybody. That so-called rock bottom. Trust me, there's several floors lower than rock bottom that you hit before that reality comes to you. It's something you need to do, and you have to make a decision for you to do it.
Right on. I watched my daddy go through many basements.
Yeah.
Philly, how are you? Good to see you, my brother. Yeah, no, it's. I didn't. When I first stopped, I didn't sleep for a while. I was full of anxiety, full of everything, and it was a lot to get used to. I stopped in May, and then I'm at a wedding in August. That 5 months later, no, 3 months later, and it's open bar. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I just learned I can party and I can have a great time, and you know, unfortunately, I wasn't one of those people that blacked out. I wish I could have did all that because I remember pretty much 100% of the fucking shit I did.
Ooh, ow.
Yep.
So I wish I was one of those people that black out. I'm really getting pissed off that I can't scroll backwards. It's really starting to irritate the absolute snot right out of me.
Are you clicked over in the chat room?
Yeah.
You know where you type?
Yeah.
That's bizarre because it's letting me do it willy-nilly.
Yeah, we can do that, Mike. We can do that, Hike. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this fucking thing. Groove, what's going on? Groove, if you go to the little toolbox there and Stump, you can't do it because you're on your phone. But Groove, if you go to the little toolbox, click on it. The little window pops up on the right. Then you'll see the little on-off button. Slide the button to the right, and you'll have yourself a lower third.
Yep, put your name and street address and everything on there.
Well, G, only for the simple fact, G, that G Trapper said, Mikey, trust me, you don't want to have blackouts. I know. I know people that suffered with them. I just... the only reason I say that, I should have clarified, I'm sorry. The only reason I say that is because there are some things in my history that I wish I could forget.
Right.
But I can't. So
yeah, that's the thing too. When you finally stop drinking or doing your drugs or whatever, it's like you were saying. You went to the wedding a few months later with an open bar. It's literally stopping's not the problem. It's learning how to live without it. Learning how to be in a different world. Learning to live a different lifestyle altogether. That's the hard part.
Yeah, I mean it's a way of life too,
Yeah.
Because now after 16 years, it's more than just not drinking. It's how I do my life. It's how I live my life. It's how bite me, Philly.
Oof.
PG says I'd like to smoke a bit of weed, but employers always want to look up your ass to stay qualified. No shit, right? They always want you to take a piss test or something.
Yep. And that's the day.
Which I don't think is fair. I think that I think what I do on the weekends is my right to do on the weekends. Now, legally or illegal is irrelevant. I think if I smoke a joint on a Saturday and I go to work on Monday, I'm not stoned anymore.
Right.
I mean, you can drink all day Saturday and go to work on Monday and everything's fine.
Yep. But yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. If it wasn't for the CDLs and all the federal random drug tests and shit,
right?
I promise you, every weekend, quite possibly every day, I'd smoke one as big as my damn forearm.
Hey, Ronnie Brown, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Hell yeah.
I got my vote. Weed is a great drug, and I don't even smoke.
Hike, you're right. I agree with you, Hike. I'm trying to read this stuff because, like I said, I can't go back. So.
It's all good, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. How did I do that?
Uh-huh.
Well, hit a button somewhere, but it's not an arrow.
That lower third's pretty cool. I mean, hell, I didn't even know anything about it. I've heard about it, but
You look all sophisticated.
Isn't that cool? So see that tomorrow night. You don't even have to say nothing to Shell, and you can just don't worry. She'll make you get a new one. She'll make you get a she'll make you one.
probably will.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you go, yeah, I'm with you there, Bush. Bush probably says they only have to take a piss test if they get in an accident.
Well, at least there's a reason.
I got to take a piss test Monday because I got to go for my DOT card renewal.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, I can understand. They do random shit at my work too. I can understand if you're staggering across the parking lot or you ram your company van into a tree. That's a reason.
Right.
But we've had people get run down to the clinic because somebody who got fired went in there and was bitching. Oh, well, so-and-so drinks on the job and whoop, off to the clinic.
Well, see, I'm a double. I have this double-edged sword going against me because what's Phil? Phil will tell you. I have a belief that now, all those times I hurt my back and all that, and I went to work, I never took my muscle relaxers or my painkillers while I was at work.
Right.
Whether I was in a warehouse or not, whether I was driving the truck or working in the warehouse. Because if I'm working in the warehouse, I'm using a skill saw, I'm using a forklift, and there's other people around me.
Yep.
And I didn't feel comfortable doing any of that shit with people around. Now, I'm not saying that I abused the shit, because if I did, I wouldn't have the 16 years that I have today, right?
Right.
Right on.
But when I eat, I do everything I'm supposed to do. I eat before I take everything. I do all that bullshit. Sometimes muscle relaxers still put me on Queer Street. You know, but
Freaking Bush busted my balls.
the thing of it is that we have a guy who's on a ton of different prescribed drugs. Okay, that comes in with his, jaw down to his toes. He's all, and they let him get in the vehicle.
Oh, hell no.
I go, how is that even close to being legal? Oh, well, we don't have a drug and alcohol policy. I said, well, you're an idiot.
Right.
And I said, because I'm going to tell you something right now. I wrote somebody up longer than that, about 6 years ago, because he was on a bunch of drugs, and he was using a forklift, and I was helping him, and he almost took my head off. And I told him it's him or me. You're going to allow him to continue to use that equipment. I'm going home because I want to go home to my family tonight.
Right.
Right on.
And they continue to allow it to happen. HNRB, where the hell you been? You're right, Philly. They don't care, right? So it's like, so there's where my double-edged sword is that while I do believe you should have the right to go smoke your weed, I don't give a shit if you smoke weed on a Thursday night and you have to work Friday morning.
Just when your ass clocks in, you better be
Yeah.
straight.
Exactly. If you're all, you deserve it. You come in stinking of booze, you deserve it. I don't care if the booze is from the night before because you can't prove it.
Right.
So,
Right.
hey, I've been there, done that. I left the saloon, went home, took a shower, went to work. Yeah, I know the insurance is through Rider, but there's still no. It's just amazing. It's amazing. I've gone in and you guys ask Phil. And I like the kid. And I told him, I tell him all the time, I go, dude, don't take this personally. I said, but I'll take care of that. What did he tell? I said, because you're on Queer Street. And it's a shame.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Well, that's awesome, HNRE. I'm happy. Swift would be an improvement. No shit, right?
Damn.
We'd love to work for Swift. What are you kidding me? Me and Philly be in heaven.
Oh, jeez.
We get the pay we deserve, benefits that we deserve, and you're probably treated like a human being.
Brother, if you think Swift is an improvement from where you're at, you'd probably pay us if you were working with me right now.
And, well, put it to you this way: I've been there 10 years, and we're in what, May? I've been there like 10 years and 4 months, and Philly's been there longer than me. And how many reps he has been in, Mikey? No shit. That's the other thing too. This kid I was just talking to you about. He hits the snowbank. He hit a parked cruiser.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
He's hit a ton of shit. And
Darn.
and it's still, and he's mad at me, 14, about that. He's mad at me because the day that I drove under the bridge, the railroad bed bridge, whatever the hell you want to call it, railroad bridge. He's mad because I went to the owner and I said, I got a proposition for you. He says, what's that? I goes, well, I says, your insurance is going to go sky high. And I said, so is it mine? And I said, so why don't we do this? Why don't I just pay for that out of my pocket? I says, however, I don't have that money up front. I said, so if you pay it up front, then I'll pay you. And he said, sure, that'd be great.
Right on.
So that's what we did. And now this kid that Philly and I know that we work with, that this kid that comes in all fucked up, he's mad at me because now they expect him to pay for his damages. Now he doesn't have to by law.
Right.
They can't fire him if he doesn't pay for it. But he's mad because I went and paid mine, and now they expect me to pay mine as well. I says, today, Johnny, I'm held accountable for my actions.
Yep.
Thank you, driver. Much appreciated. So I'm trying to go back. Jesus, I hate HNMI just wrote something about hazmat, and I didn't see it. So,
Oh,
driver,
God.
what's going on? Any good?
No, I watched a few videos today.
Well, that's good.
Found out I had, all the time I've known Dolly or through YouTube and all, I didn't know he was a trucker too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Tully.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
He drove a truck prior than this job that he has now. But prior to this particular job, he was at another job.
Mhm.
But yeah, oh yeah, he drives what do you call it?
I think you said it was, I forget now, but I think it was an international.
International, yeah.
Yeah.
A dump.
Yeah, dragging a dump wagon, doing silage work right now.
Yeah. He's working like a sumbitch. That's why he hasn't been on here. He's working Saturdays, and they got him running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty much guaranteed he's going to be busy as a puppy with 2 pickers and a cat house for the next 6 months at least. Maybe a little longer.
End dump. I've done an end dump a few times. I tell you, they get me so cotton picking nervous. I'd rather have a side dump or a belly dump.
Yep.
But that end dump, when it gets up there that high, if you're not cotton picking square,
You going like this?
God, yes.
I've
And I don't
seen it.
mind a regular dump truck, and the big vac trucks that I'm driving. You know,
Yeah.
to dump them, you have to
Right.
send them up.
You got to send them
Yeah.
up.
And when you're up there in, on the hill dumping, you had a little bit of an angle, and the wind's kicking and everything else. When that thing gets up there, and you're standing outside next to the hydraulics running it, you say, get ready to boogie, because it looks like it's gonna come on over sometimes.
I tell
When,
you, I seen this happen a few weeks ago, and I know, driver, you and Mike, I know especially, are going to get a good laugh out of this one. They put in a new plant kind of close to here. They bring in logs and they process them down to wood chips sent to the power plant. You know, well, if you ever worked around any kind of a wood yard or been in trucks, you know what a tipper is. You back the trailer up on this thing, you unhook the tractor and pull out, and then you walk over to the little booth and you flip the lever, and the whole thing the trailer's sitting on tips the whole trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a young guy out there. Nobody told him no different. He left the tractor hooked to the trailer and started dumping it.
Go.
how'd that go?
Not good.
Well, now here in Dallas, when I used to run potatoes at times, from Idaho down here and stuff, they had their tilt table,
Uh-huh.
put the whole truck on it.
Yeah.
Just open up the back doors, and they tilt you up and to roll all the potatoes out.
See, we don't normally deal with all that shit.
But you didn't want to be in that freaking truck.
No, I see all of them on the highways.
And you can always tell the new guy that's on one of the big tilt tables like that. Because, when he pulls in, he's got all the shit laid up on his dash and all like that. That's how you know it's his first trip on a tilter.
I made a concrete mixing truck go like this.
Oh, wow.
He says, "You gonna back me in?" I goes, "Oh, absolutely. Don't you worry about it." We were doing concrete forms, and the owner, he looks at me, he says, "How far back you gonna back him in?" I goes, "About an inch from the edge of that fucking line right there." And he goes, "Really?" I go, "He'll be fine." I goes, "What's the worst you're gonna do? Wind up in a hole?"
Right.
I goes, "That's all the less I'll have to pull that concrete."
Yo.
I got him coming. He stops. He goes, "Oh, that's got to be good." I goes, "Dude, keep that truck coming." I literally have him from an inch from the edge. Literally an inch. All of a sudden, I see the truck going, doink. He gets out of the truck. He goes, "You might want to stay in that cab. Just stay in the cab. We need to wait."
Yep.
He come out. He looks at it. He goes, "Are you trying to kill me?" I goes, "No, I'm trying not to have to pull concrete that far."
Yep.
And I says, "Because it's not fun." And it says, "And it's Friday. If I get wrecked in here," I says, "Dude, think about it. We're gonna empty you." He says, "Yep." I says, "So now it's just the weight of your truck." I says, "You'll be fine. As soon as you get this weight of concrete out of here, you'll be totally fine." I thought we were gonna lose him, but we didn't lose him.
It's funny how you didn't tell him that.
No, it's never.
Yeah, that's when you drive and you're on sites a lot, that's one of the first things you learn. The motherfucker on the ground guiding you into where he wants you. Rule number 1, don't trust that motherfucker. Rule number 2, assume he's never seen a truck before.
Oh, you know what I seen tonight that I thought was freaking weird? Yeah, and I know they have them, but again, it's something I haven't, like Philly and I, that the trucks that we come and deal with, come in contact with, I should say. They're not like this. Actually, I think the flatbed that delivers our metal does. Anyways, I'm outside having a butt tonight at FedEx. In pulls this 53 footer from Walmart. So what he does is he drops the full and drops it empty, picks the full. I don't know how they do it, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. He drops one and picks one.
Yeah, drop and hook.
Here's the thing. He never got out of his vehicle. And he dropped the trailer. Now, our yard jockey, when I was at Watkins, I never had to get out of it. The only time I had to get out of it, took the brakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a smaller one. It wasn't a huge, it wasn't like the size of a tractor. It was probably half the, well, 3/4 the size of a tractor.
Right.
And I just hit the button. And so tonight I'm sitting there, I'm going, this guy's gonna be pissed. He's gonna get out into the fucking puddle about 2 feet friggin' deep. Right where his landing gear is,
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I don't hear nothing, and all of a sudden I hear shh, don't. Like, oh, you bitch. That's just cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hi. Good to see you, and thanks a million for coming in. Much appreciated.
I've done that a few times myself. Just let the bags down on the tractor, get a little bit of a running start, bump that trailer and jump right up on top of the fifth wheel, air the bags back up, lock everything in, you're good to go.
We had a guy tonight. I got my foot. I'm closing the door. The boss says to me, she says, close that door, throw the seal on it. Close the other one beside it and close the seal on it. I said, okay. I got my foot in the dock, and I got my right foot rested against the bump. The bumper, I guess. But it's not the bumper, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right below where the door closes, there's a little 2-inch ledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got my foot on that, and I'm resting it, and I got this feeling. I go, one of these days, idiot, you're going to be doing this, and they're going to ram this fucking thing. My foot wasn't off that fucking thing a millisecond. Boom! Mike, you okay? I went, yep. But I'm goddamn to you, when that driver comes in to get his paperwork, I'm going to have some words with him.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, not before I do. I goes, what? Let me explain something to you. I says, that was my foot that damn near just got taken off, not yours. I'll say something to him. And he come out to get he hooked up the second trailer. He comes over and says, hey, can you grab that paperwork? I goes, yeah, absolutely. So I grab his paper and I drop it all. And I go, let me explain something to you. Did you ever back in the door again without warning anybody, blowing your horn, doing something? I says, I'm not going to go, I'm not a rat. I ain't going to go and tell anybody on you. I said, but you and I are going to go behind the trailer. And we're going to have at it. I said, because that was my foot you damn near just took off. Oh, why were you on the truck? I said, who do you think put the seal on it? Oh, well, I didn't know. I said, you should know. You're the driver.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to know.
Nope.
HNRE says he had a chip road break and giveaway below him. He was far to the shore as he could get stuff for a farmer on a tractor. He was hauling 10,000 gallons of liquid propane.
Oh.
Slosh cut. He kept a dirty side down, but he got a little sketchy. Yeah.
Damn it, boy.
Yeah.
Wonder how bad of a hole he chewed in that seat.
No, we used to have a yard jockey. That's what they call them. We call them yard jockeys.
Hey, Mangoes, what's up?
Hell yeah. What's up, brother G?
Call them. That's what we call them. Why? What do you guys call them?
Around here we call him yard dog.
Same thing.
Yeah.
No, yours the size of like the one. Driver, put your headset down. Your microphone, rather. There you go. No, the ones that they have at Marshall's warehouse down the street from us. It's not a tractor, although it's the size of a tractor.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell it's a yard jockey. You know, you can tell it's not a regular tractor. But
Yeah.
but again, mine, the one I used at Watkins, was a lot smaller. Oh, good luck with that, Gear. Gear said he's starting to get stormy down there.
Yeah, it's supposed to have been here already, but we're still under tornado watch until another half hour or so.
Well, I hope you guys are all safe out there.
Yeah.
We were in the high 80s yesterday, all nice and humid and hot.
Yeah.
Today it's barely scratching 40.
Wow.
Right.
We're getting that tomorrow.
Yeah,
No, it's supposed to be like 65 here tomorrow.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah, I was just thinking that propane truck going over, how fast Bush could have ran that 100-yard dash.
Shit.
Yeah, Phil, you've seen those yard trucks down at Marshall's.
I bet he had done that 100 yards and wouldn't have touched the ground with his foot but about 3 times.
Right.
Um,
I'll tell you what, all those truck accidents and stuff and truck fails and all that are all over YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
well, some of
that tipping the box way up and rolling over.
Yep.
Yeah.
The ones that crack me up are the car carriers.
Oh, God.
Because they bounce. They bounce like a bitch, right?
Yeah.
I had one, I'm doing fucking 80 in a speed lane. For those who think that I'm crazy, far left lane. We call it speed lane.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up, 4-lane highway, he comes up to my right. And I'm like, dude, you're not from around here. Because in Massachusetts, you can't ride that. If you're in a truck, you can't ride the third lane.
Yeah.
Well, you can. You're just going to pay a $500 fine if you get caught. Anywho, I'm doing 80. And he passed me.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just doing this. And I'm like, I don't give a rat's ass how much air you got there. He ain't stopping. I said, he's killing anything that he hits. Unless, of course, it's another tractor. But you know what I'm saying? He hits a four-wheeler, forget about it.
Right.
Forget about it. I mean, how much weight do those fuckers carry? I mean, seriously. I mean, they carry, what, 12, 13 vehicles, for Christ's sake?
Yeah, but the rolling parking lots aren't actually as heavy as a box or anything else because, you know.
No, they're. Yeah,
but the weight you
driver's
carry.
right. They usually don't get. Usually, they're not any more than about 60,000, 70,000 pounds.
Okay, but the weight they're
that's
carrying, right?
It's the height of it is, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because we got some 13-foot bridges, and you see all the guys pulling over and seeing which way they can go.
But be top heavy if you have to maneuver quick.
Yeah.
I had a guy today in a car on my way to work, on my way to FedEx tonight. Literally I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, it was whoosh, he was. And I'm like, where the fuck did he come from? And I hit my brake, and my front tires hit the pavement and grabbed at 60-something miles an hour. So I downshift, I get in the next lane, and I goose it. I get up to him. I hit the horn, and he looks at me. I was getting off my exit here. And I went, fuck you. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Hell yeah.
Fucking guy's eyes are like this big now, you know. So now he's getting off at his exit, right? Oh, he's going to try. What do I do? I put my seatbelt on because I don't wear one, of course. I put my seatbelt on. I pushed the clutch in, 5th gear, 60-something miles an hour, and I hit that fucking brake. He had to have stood on his brakes. He had to have 2 foot. He had to be 2 foot. And then just to break his balls, I went and I put my car at the ramp like this, and he had to go to the next one. And don't fuck with me. Do not fuck with me. But Phil, you know how I am, Phil. Be bored. Enjoy.
I got to fess up. I'm pretty bad about doing that when somebody's tailgating me real bad. And I won't do it when I'm loaded because of the sheer weight we tote. But, you know, if I'm empty, you know, going to get another load or going to meet a helicopter or crane or whatever, you know, that damn go hopper. Yeah, everything on it's hydraulic, you know. Hell, I'll be running 60, 70, 80 sometimes, and they want to get right up on the back of you. Bro, I tell you, that truck I got, yeah, shade over 1,100 horses, got twin 18-inch Dynaflexes on it. You flip the jakes on high, God, to my so much damn near stop in 3 inches when it's empty.
Oops.
Yep. You know, you flip the jakes, and nothing lights up on the ass end.
Yep. Oh, sorry, Sandy. Sandy's worried about the talk we're having, considering she has a driver of her own coming up. Would you rather talk about knives? She can go out and buy one, or I'm just being funny, Sandy. Sandy, listen. Don't get nervous.
No.
Remember one thing, Sandy. Up until the advent of the cell phone, your best friend on the highway was a truck driver.
Right on.
Yep.
Okay. Because first of all, just for seeing stuff, obviously being so high. Now, you get stranded. Those are the guys and girls, like I said before the advent of the cell phone, that would call in, you know, and say, hey, you know, you gotta lay out there, change on flat tire,
Yep.
or whatever.
Yep. On the shoulder, my side, your side, let them know what's going on. If you don't have a hot load, I mean, hell, we still do it. And unless you're on a tight ass schedule, fuck it, pull over and change that tire for them. You know, get them. Yeah, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but you know, most people in folders, they don't really understand the road. They don't understand that traffic coming at them. They don't have the reaction time necessary to get the hell out of the way.
Right.
So, you know, you get that person, man, woman, youngster, whatever, and you get them way off on the other side of the damn ditch. You know, you get them someplace safe so they don't become a greasy spot on the damn road.
Right.
You know?
You know, the ones that always got me going through the hills and the mountains, coming down, you know, and, I don't know if any of the people really know what the runoff ramps are.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I have
We have 'em
actually
up
needed to use one. And here's a family in a minivan sitting out there on a blanket having a picnic.
Holy shit.
Holy
They
Oh,
don't realize that those things are necessary.
yeah.
The big sand pit they charge you to play in.
Yep.
God.
You ever seen a truck actually hit one of those things that was out of control?
Stop
Oh,
real quick.
Quick
Yeah,
into
but
work for it, but then there's dirt flying everywhere.
I think so there's a cloud shit 200 foot high in the damn air, half mile wide.
Got it, baby.
Well, yeah, you're coming down, a 13% grade.
Yep.
Okay, and that's steep and quick.
Yeah. And to put it in perspective for a lot of folks, typical vehicles, what, anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 pounds.
yeah.
A truck, if he's running legal, is going to be pushing 80,000. Something like us, you may be pushing close to 200,000. It ain't going to be pretty when that driver misses a shift and runs right in the ass end of your little Toyota because you over there playing on your damn phone.
Yeah, the best rule of thumb when I was back in my rookie days and everything was whatever you climb the hill, you don't exceed that gear going down the hill.
You damn right.
Right. Of course,
So I mean,
We have
if you're down to third or four, climbing the top, that's what you want to go down in.
Yep.
Wow.
we have a couple of spots out here like that.
I saw somebody comment earlier. I guess it was maybe Greg about brakes on fire. Now we're talking many moon ago, but I've had mine now.
Oh, I had a full blown fire in a damn dump truck one time. Damn triaxle. Scared the shit out of me.
They start glazing over, and they won't stop you for a squat.
Nope.
We got this highway out in Massachusetts. It's called Route 2. It runs from the New York border to right into Boston. Anyways, so it runs east to west in Massachusetts. Parts of that have Phil probably tell you about it. Philly, what do you think Route 2 out there in Pittsburgh with 9% anyways? The guys, they're in seventh gear, and some of them are chugging along, and some of them are just dying. I'm like, crest that hill. I think what you're saying, driver, because I don't see them, they're not pulling right out of it, you know what I mean? They're...
Yep. Yeah, man, with a truck, I mean, you start getting into really heavy stuff. The brakes are really there just to make you feel better. They're actually useless.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, it's that pedal in the middle is just a damn decoration.
Yeah, just to make it legal.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't downshift, if you can't run that gearbox like you need to, nah, bad things happen. And
I miss
they're
you.
vast.
I miss the old box truck I had years ago, this different job. Why the splitter?
Yeah.
That was nice. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I haven't seen a truck yet another truck since then has one, but because ours is just the we have an international. Philly, what is it, 4,800? I think it is. I love that though. Both the armrests on it, and it's just so comfy.
Yep.
But the ones Philly and I drive all the time, they're not bad, but
Right.
we just sent him out the other day. I'm willing to bet if we put him on a scale, he was overweight. Hey, I'm on it. How are you? Great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Stump Bush Brothers asking you if you're going to make you axe handle.
Hey, Bush.
Actually, oddly enough, I'm thinking about doing it. I've got an old axe head here I don't know anything about. It's one I found in a flea market. I got to clean it up.
I know who you can ask.
And it's going to be a project for me and my boy. We're gonna clean it up, tune the head up, get it, cricket farting sharp. Put serious thought to making a handle for it instead of buying one, because
Right.
it'll be one that he keeps long after I'm gone.
Are you sub to Joe's Neon?
Pretty sure.
Go to Joe's Neon. The man knows more about axes. He'll tell you who made it, where it was made, and what fucking state it was made in.
Right on.
The man knows his shit.
Right.
Um,
But give y'all a decent laugh. Yeah, you're talking about having a Phil going across the scales and being over the other day, right? One of our drivers, this call came in on the company radio probably 8:30 this morning.
hang on a sec. Good night, HNI Reed. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Great seeing you.
Right on.
Go ahead, man.
But call coming across the company radio. He said, "Man, I need y'all to send a hooker out here." You're talking about a truck wrecker.
Right.
He said, "Matter of fact, probably gonna need 3 of them." And I'm sitting there listening to this on the radio, and I'm like, "What the hell is he done?" Because with us, we call out for a damn hooker. They know send at least a 200, 250 ton rotator minimum.
Well, they have to.
Yeah. And he's asking for 3, and he's even telling you make them big. Well, dispatch comes back on the radio. Well, what's going on? Hey, so these dumbasses in the scale house right here at the North Carolina, South Carolina line? And dispatcher's like, yeah. Said, dumb motherfucker made me pull on his scale while I was loaded. This guy was literally grossed out a shade over 220,000.
Really?
When he hit the scales, they bottomed out, and the truck he's in, like mine, shade over 1,100 horses, 18 speed, even down in low with a deep reduction engaged, he could not pull off the scales. That little 3 or 4 inch lip when the scales bottomed out, just wasn't enough power to get over it. That scale was shut down all day.
Bring the portables in.
So yeah, that was. I really truly wish I could have got over there and seen that, because it had to be a sight. Because he had one of our bigger loads that's come through since I've been there.
Well,
Oh, and Steve, remember I was telling you about the track hoe we had forgot about? I had to go fetch up.
Right.
Yeah, I found it. It's still sitting there.
What's the matter? Was it a little muddy or something?
Nah, it hadn't been run or anything in quite some time. So the mechanics met me out there, fresh fuel, fresh batteries, all that shit. Brought a few 100 gallons of hydraulic oil just in case. We got there, we quickly realized why we had forgot it and left it out there. Had a busted track, 3 busted cylinders, and the turntable was cracked.
Damn.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so the boss started calling around scrap yards, said, if anybody wants it, just go get it.
Oh, yeah, that's why we didn't bring it home.
Yep.
Ouch, what the hell happened? That sucker get rolled over or something?
Nah, working in Big Rock.
Oof.
Don't do it.
Nope.
I seen about, I don't know, 10 years ago or so.
Mhm.
A tractor went over, and dirt, fucking dirt everywhere. And anyway, they had 2 of the biggest fucking toes I've ever seen in my life. Now I see them carrying the tractors and pulling the tractor with a trailer on it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 of them trying to flip this thing upright. And I'm like, that's not going to happen because the trailer keeps sliding. They have to catch it on something for it to stop and then to give it the momentum to get up.
Yep.
But they finally did it. Tracked them and all. Trailer came up. I was amazed.
Yep. But
they were absolutely huge.
Yeah.
I swear to God, they were 3 axles in the back themselves on the wrecker.
Yeah.
Had to have been 3 axles.
Yep. Yeah, that's another line of work where the people just don't get the credit they really deserve.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, even just a regular tow truck. Nobody really takes the time to think about the math them boys have to know and the geometry skills they've got to have
Yeah.
to get all those lines pulling in the right direction at the right time and the right way to enact whatever action they want on what's on the end of that hook.
Yeah, and sometimes a holy hand on the shoulder.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing.
I mean, most people see a tow truck driver, even for a truck wrecker, and most folks just have that initial, oh, it's just another dumbass, tow truck driver. Them boys know their shit.
Right.
Like the truck wreckers, a lot of them guys go to some pretty fancy damn schools to learn specialized recovery skills,
I had a friend of mine that recovery is funny. You should say recovery skills. We did repoing. I did it part-time for him, and I'd go out with him on Friday and Saturday. I don't go on a Wednesday when there's nobody around, right? Go on a Friday and Saturday night. And we're in Boston. He said, oh, don't worry, Mike, I'm carrying. I'm like, doesn't help me out, and I'm not.
Right.
And I'll never forget, he says, I'll take the flatbed. He says, but we gotta go get this car. I'm like, okay. And we already had a car on the flatbed. Anywho, we gotta go to this Boston cop's ex-wife or whatever. I don't know. It's 2:00 in the morning, and I'm not, and I'm trying to not steal a vehicle. We had all the paperwork. Everything was fine.
Good night, Bush, brother.
Good night, Bush.
Yep, night, Bush.
Anyways, I fly down the street. We get it all set. This is after the neighbors come out and everybody. So he pulled up. I swear to God, he had that car on the back of that flatbed in 3 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, he just hook, latch, boom, bang, pulled it up, did up all his chains that he needed to do, and that was it.
They had a reality show on for a while up around your country there, Mike, where they rode along with the big tow truck drivers.
Really?
Pretty interesting show. I can't remember what it was called.
Well, now there's a record one that's up in Oregon, Canada. Washington.
Canada.
Is that where it is? All I remember is a shitload of snow and windy mountain roads.
That's Canada.
That's the
one.
That's the one I watched out of Canada.
What is that? Hell on Wheels or something like Highway Through Hell or something like that?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Because they had this one guy, he was a great big old fat fucker. He'd been there a long time, knew all his shit really well. But he stayed pissed off and ended up quitting. And I don't say the dude's a fat fucker being disrespectful. I mean, that guy look at me, I ain't a damn runt,
Oh, come on now.
You know it?
No.
Huh.
It's all camera tricks and illusions. I promise you, I ain't no damn pygmy.
Well, brother, you fit in the same little box that I fit in, so you got to be about the same size.
Yeah.
Well, notice I fill that box up a hell of a lot more than you do.
Yeah, Philly's out of Alberta.
Alberta?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta go get a refreshment, and
Right
see
on,
man
brother.
about a horse. So I shall return quickly.
All
Stump.
right.
A little while ago, J. Greg Campbell says the last time he called out for a hooker cost him a divorce. That
Damn.
was too good to pass up.
Right on. Is old Greg still out there? And if so, yeah, I mean, one of y'all have to tell me his answer, obviously. But any news on moving back this way, or they still just eyeballing stuff?
Now we pause.
Right. Pause and wait. Pause and wait.
Yep. Pause for delay.
Yeah. Unless you're watching one of Chad's videos and you hear a quick pause and read, and poof, there's a quick flash across the screen.
Right.
I love that shit. Pause and read.
Yeah, me and my little brother took a trip out west out of Denver, Colorado when we hit the Rockies, and we learned quickly to go down the mountain in the left lane so the damn trucks didn't have to go around you when they were doing 80.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you what, you look in your mirror, that's some quick moving steel coming at you.
Hell yeah.
Jay Gregg says they're still looking for some land they can afford.
All right.
Yeah, no, I just looked up the different. There's 3 or 4 different trucking wreckers. 2 of them are in Canada, and then there's. I remember the one up in Chicago, because it was just based just not too far from the airport there.
Right.
And then there's the Hell on the Highway. That's the one where they're always going through Donner Pass and all that kind of stuff. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a heavy load, but Tuesday I'm supposed to go pick up a Chinook. That ought to be a fun one.
Yeah.
We're sending one trailer up to tote the 6 rotors, and I get to haul the body itself.
Would that Chinook be all painted olive drab or?
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. Somehow or another, they've decided that it's less expensive for us to haul it than it is for them to fly it to where it's actually going to be stationed at here in South Carolina.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That much fuel cost, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you know, was it 2 big ass turbine engines sitting up there? Yeah, they don't exactly sip on fuel.
Right. Sip. Probably sip on fuel with a 3-inch hose.
Yeah. That's I was doing my pre-trip a couple of days ago talking about fuel lines, and it dawned on me just how damn big that motor in that truck I got at work actually is. Most fuel lines are what 3/8 or less on a truck.
Yeah.
My hard fuel lines and everything on the engine, hard line. There's no rubber lines. They got a few, little rubber boots like the turbos and shit like that.
Right.
But I got damn 1.25 inch fuel lines on that sumbitch.
Holy shit.
Well, now, are all of your trucks just V8s, or you have some 10s, or like up in the oil field, we use a lot of V12s?
We've got a couple of V12s, and we've got, well, I don't want to lie, but it's like 8 or 9 maybe. They're inline 10s.
Inline straight 10?
Straight
Inline
10.
10. Don't think I've seen one of them.
It's the first of them I've ever seen, and I promise you, those are some torquey motherfuckers.
Well, almost anything inline are some of the toughest motors ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen inline 8s, but I haven't seen inline 10s.
Yeah, those things are monsters, man. And we've got one truck. It's an old dump truck, and we use it. We've got a place we call the farm. It never leaves that particular piece of property. That damn thing is a inline six, uh, two-stroke Detroit.
Wow.
That motherfucker's got a pair of straight pipes, and they're probably 4, maybe 6-inch pipes. No mufflers, and that is a evil sounding son of a gun. But
Fuck you, Phil.
man, they laid the candles on that thing. Folks for 3 neighborhoods know all about it.
Back in
guys-
Detroit used to make good stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what Phil wrote?
No.
Did you guys ever haul wind turbines?
I got a buddy of mine that's done that, and it's not
Yeah.
something I want to do after listening to him. I'll stick to hauling big equipment and shit like that.
Right on, Frank.
There's a place not too far from here that produces the blades, so you're always seeing the blades going up and down the road.
Problem is that you get those. I told you guys this before. I followed. I think that's why Phil said it. Route 16 up here, going into New Hampshire, is a 1-lane road.
I remember this story.
I did about 30 fucking mile an hour for about fucking 60 fucking miles. State trooper, what do you call a car in the back? What do you call a car in the front? State trooper in front of that.
Yep, pilot cars.
On an
It's
extra long fucking trailer.
Yep.
And the some bitches wouldn't go over fucking 30. I wanted to kill them all. Anyway.
Most of the companies that haul those things, they use a basic truck. I mean, they don't really get a truck that's set up for heavy haul.
No, well, I mean, it was a low rider, but
most of them is stretch trailer. I mean, it had this trailer had to be almost 70 feet long. Yeah. But it sucks itself up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, stretcher, either a telescope.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Night, Sandy.
Nice, Andy.
Yep. Good night, lady.
good night, Sandy. Thanks for coming, sweetheart. Much appreciated. You know that. Philly, were you with us? Oh no, you weren't. You were at lunch. So today, the kid I was telling you about, the one, he's just fucked up. Anyways, we were cutting up. He was trying to cut up some cardboard, and I forget what kind of knife he's got. And anyways, he's like, I'm like, dude, for Christ's sake. And I go, because it was like this thick, the cardboard,
Right.
And he goes, the fuck you using? I said, just something I shave with. Where the fuck did you get that? I said, I stole it. And, oh, can I see that? I says, yep, just don't touch the tip.
Tell you what else it ain't good for. Don't try to clean your fingernails with it.
No. I said, he says, the fucking tip's sharper than my knife. I go, yep. And I go, it's gonna see, Philly knows, I ain't kidding. And so he takes the knife, this one, the Gonzo Stevie sent me, and he does one of these. He's got his thumb like this. And the next thing I know, he takes his forefinger and he goes, doink. And I go,
dumbass.
He's like, oh. And I'm like, I look at him. So Napoleon, I call him Napoleon because he's my boss, and he's like 4 foot nothing.
4 foot nothing.
He is. That's Phil. I swear to God. If he's 5 foot with fucking work boots on.
He missed being a midget by about an inch.
Right.
Right.
And he goes, Did you not hear him say, "Don't touch the point of that"? He says he gave you fair warning. He says that's like sticking your finger in a barrel of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But there's a lot of folks out there, they don't understand what a sharp knife actually is because they've never had their hands on one.
Mm-hmm. Me for one.
No, and it's to me, having a dull knife is like carrying an unloaded gun.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if you're going to cut yourself, you better cut yourself with a sharp knife than a dull knife.
Right.
right. But it serves no purpose. It serves no purpose to carry a dull knife.
Right. And so here's the thing to think about, though. Realistically, a dull knife is way, way more dangerous to use
Oh, absolutely.
because you're
Yeah.
putting way
too
more.
much pressure on it.
Yeah,
Right.
you're way too much muscle. You lose all technique and finesse, and if something does finally give and it slips, you just ripped, not cut, ripped your damn femoral artery or something like that.
Well, and this is why, when I'm cutting the cardboard up, now you're talking, this ain't rocket science, okay? Because fuck knows I'm not a fucking rocket scientist. And so I get the cardboard upright like this, and I'm cutting it this way, And he goes, why are you doing it like that? He says, why don't you just do it this way? Isn't it better? I go, yeah. I said, I could do it that way. I said, but because I know that your knife isn't as sharp as this one, I said, and you're going towards your body with that knife. I said, you slip, like you just said, I said, why am I not doing it with this one? I said, because this one will take my fucking hand off if I miss.
Right.
Yep.
It's definitely a learning curve.
Now, what
Yeah.
I don't understand, my brother-in-law, he's a butcher.
Yep.
And his work knives, are sharp.
Yeah.
No other word. It's sharp. Damn sharp.
Right.
But you go to his house.
Steak
I
knives
know
are
where
all
this is going.
steak knives are all dull as a board.
Oh, man. I mean, you got a saw.
You think about it, driver. It shouldn't be a big shock, all right? The butcher, all of his house knives are dull. A man, he's a landscaper, cuts grass for a living. You shove it in his house, the shit's nipple deep, has been for the last 6 years. He's a mechanic. He owns like 40 cars. 2 of them may run on a good day.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, that would just surprise me because you walk in to go see him and he's there, sharpening that thing up and then just slicing, just razor blade.
Yeah.
And he invites you over and he brings home some good meat and everything else, and he hands you out the steak knife. Man, Joey,
Give me saws all over there.
Right.
just bring out my pocket knife. It's a whole hell of a lot sharper than your steak knives.
I did that with this one the other night. The other night we were eating steak, and I went, and I cleaned it off, and I went, and she's looking at me. What is wrong with you? I says, nothing.
Night, J. Greg.
Yeah.
Good night.
Later, Greg.
No,
I do the same thing in restaurants, Mike. Stump will tell you. It doesn't matter if it's Red Links with breakfast over at a little local restaurant we all call Tits and Grits, or it's a nice steakhouse. I never touch the knife they give us. I'll just take my pocket knife out because I know it's going to be a way better edge.
Yep.
right.
I mean, even when you're actually just seeing his name reminded me of something too, prepping to endure. If we all have either some kind of a bug out bag or a 72-hour bag or just
Oh,
a
yeah.
bag in general. You think about the contents in that bag, and do you have a knife sharpener in it?
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Or a stone or something to sharpen a knife with.
Yep.
And you'd be amazed how many people don't.
And for those that don't,
and
They might be the cheap kind, but every one of them's got one.
it doesn't matter. A knife is a knife is a knife when you need it. If it's going to do it's just how I feel. Just how I feel. When you need. Good night, Philly. I'll see you on Monday.
Night, Phil.
Philly, don't forget I'm in late Monday. I gotta go get my I gotta go re-up on my thing.
Country Line's leaving too.
Good night, country, county. Sorry.
well,
Yeah.
a way to sharpen something, stays in a bag. But, if it's going to stay in a bag, you don't want to spend a shitload of money on it. And old Stevie over there can tell you that is from Smith's. They're cheap. You got your diamonds.
Yep, that's what I
You
got.
got your ceramic rods that'll do plain or serrated.
Oh no, that's
It's
not the one I
cheap.
have. I have one that. What? Yeah.
Yeah, just throw one in every bag you got. I mean, there's places there for your rods to go. You can get different grit rods if you want.
Hang on,
And
guys. Wife's calling.
All right, and if you mess up and mangle it really bad, or if you just want to mangle a knife, you got the little carbide cutters up here. I mean, that's literally from if you have to reprofile or whatever, reshape, all the way down to everything but stropping. And let's face it, you wear a leather belt.
Yeah, but isn't that a strap on the side there, a little tiny strap?
It's supposed to be, but it's more like a rubber kind of stuff.
Oh.
And I don't use it. And like I say, I wear a leather belt.
I haven't seen one like that, and it's called a Smith.
Yeah, Smith's makes them.
Yeah.
Steve, you got any of the details? Because it's been so damn long, I don't remember anything
No.
other than who made the damn thing.
Hey, like I said, this is the one that I use all the time. I don't even know the name of it.
Now,
But it's
on the Smith one you have.
Yeah.
I bought one at Walmart for like $13, right? It looks like the
Yep.
back. Okay, so go to the course side. Let me go back in the. Yeah. All right, and then when you flip it over, mine didn't have the ceramic on it. It had a fine side, looked just like the coarse side.
Yeah, and I've got one like what you're talking about. It's made by Smith's too.
Yep.
This is a little different. I think this is called an all-in-one or a 4-in-1 or something like that. But the rods come out; they're teardrop shaped, and
Right.
they insert into those two holes there.
Okay.
I discover something about this thing every time I watch you pull yours out. I didn't know them were strops on the side. And
they don't work worth a shit as a strop. Just a little heads up, okay?
why couldn't you dig that rubber out of there and glue a little piece of leather in there?
You could, but here again, odds are you're wearing a damn leather belt anyway.
I remembered my last shout out. So forgive me. Pinascas. First of all, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Second of all, I saw what you put in the thing. It wouldn't let me. It was so far back from when I saw it, so I wasn't sure if you'd see it or not. But what you put in the crazy chat was fucking hilarious. I loved it, and so that was cool.
Oh yeah. I just remembered it. Yeah, no, my wife called me, so I went to see what she wanted, and my girlfriend is now not my girlfriend anymore. Katy Perry's hair is about as short as, actually, it's shorter than Stevie's.
Ew.
And I'm not a happy camper. And she's blonde now with his blonde hair and brown hair, and done.
Ew.
Done. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. All day, every day before that happened. Now, I'd pass her by.
Good, wholesome church girl too.
I don't care what she is, but she ain't what she used to be. So, oh, Mountain Dew tastes good. Yeah. So my point was, and I'm glad Preppin wrote when he wrote, because it just put that in my brain. But my point is like, so it really doesn't matter if you have whatever type of knife you have, as long as you have a knife and there's something to utilize, something to sharpen that thing with, if you're going to be utilizing it. Because a lot of us, we don't think, we think we can use it and use it and use it and use it and use it, and oh no, it's still sharp. It just makes our life easier when it is sharp. I used to watch my dad. My dad would sit there and watch a hockey game when I was a kid. We'd watch hockey or football or what have you. He'd bring, 10 knives in the living room, and what do you call it? One he used to use all the time. I hate it. It's just a round steel. What do you call it?
Right, butcher steel.
A butcher steel.
Right.
Ooh, I got one.
And he'd sit there and do this. He'd sit there and do this, and I'm like, Dad, you got to stop. He's like, why? It's like fingernails on a chalkboard, Dad. It's going right through me. And he goes, try to concentrate on the game, not me. And I'm like, I can't. Can't do it. So I go in the kitchen and listen to it on the radio, But he would sit there, done,
While we're talking about sharpening stuff, Steve, I got a little project I'm working on that you're going to be on the receiving end of. Which one do you like better as the base of the strap? The heartwood from the cedar or the white part from the cedar?
That beautiful, fine smelling piece of heartwood, brother.
All right, cool.
Make my whole house smell good.
That's going to be the base for the strap.
Sweet.
That shit's good for mosquito repellent, right?
Right on.
Mm-hmm. After that great big old thick piece of leather gets on there, other than sharpening, if the cat gets out of line, just grab it. Wow.
Cat, hell, I'm thinking girlfriend, brother.
Fuck that.
Well, I was trying to keep this thing somewhat R-rated, not.
You got a 45, right, Stevie?
Yes, sir.
Good. The cat gets out of line. Shoot the fucking cat.
Right.
You need a 45, you say?
No, I need a.
In a blink of an eye.
No, I need a Sig 2.
I
forgot to not. I forgot it already.
I
right?
think that one's actually in the truck right now.
2. What is it?
2340. It looks Sig Pro.
Yeah. Listen. Last time I charged, it was in pieces.
Yeah.
Now it's in the truck.
Yeah.
It better be in the truck on the way to fucking North Carolina, because I think Ed's in North Carolina.
Not sure. It may actually be in the work truck. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not 100% sure, Mike, where I put your gun. That's great gun safety there, boss.
Hey, the truck would be locked. I mean,
listen, if I move to New Hampshire, I can have anything I want.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Pretty much have me sold right there.
I'm kicking myself in the ass because I went and looked at a house with my. Well, we didn't. I shouldn't say we looked at it. Like, we didn't go through it. We just drove by it. The problem is that the sale was pending.
Right.
But it's right over the line, and I think it's maybe a mile. No, it's gonna be more than that. It's probably 2 miles longer for my wife to go to work, but it's a dead shot. It's on the same street.
Cool.
Nice.
But like I said, the sale was pending, so
Well, it being further, but being an actual straight shot, the same street, less maneuvering through town and shit. Hell, it might actually be a quicker ride to work.
no, she's only like a mile from work now.
Oh well.
I mean, she's
Well, Mikey, just go find out who's the pending buyer and put them on a train to Idaho.
all right.
Right.
Nice big yard, big enough for my wife to have her chickens, and
Hell yeah.
I can do the pigs, and
Well, at least there's still some out there.
yeah,
Yep.
and it's New Hampshire, and every town, I believe every town in New Hampshire, you can't homestead every town, but you're allowed to have livestock in every town.
Cool.
Do you have to go through the permit crap for it, or you just go buy a critter and turn it loose in the yard inside a fence?
That I do not know. I know that in my town where I am right now, we need to, because they just passed something here about livestock and like pigs. You have to have a certain size now pen.
Yeah.
So, but
There's a buddy of mine runs a chicken house. For those that don't know, chicken house is like a really long ass fucking barn,
Right.
shitload of chickens, like 100,000 in there.
Yeah.
That's where your eggs in the grocery store come from. Okay.
Yep.
Well, some folks bought a piece of property probably through the woods, maybe a half mile, 3/4 mile from him, and they've actually bought the place, built a house, and now they've petitioned the city trying to sue him because of the odor of the chicken houses.
Isn't that amazing?
They do that shit here all the time.
Yeah, but see, what fucked them up here, the chicken house was pre-existing, been there for years. And even from what I understand, even the judge said, look, how did you not know the place was there when you bought the land? They're there first.
Right.
They're going to win this. You spend all the money you want on lawyers, you're going to lose.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, I got some neighbors right up the end of my road to have chickens.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's. I was actually looking at. I went by a turkey farm yesterday, next to the town that I grew up in, and I said to my wife, "There used to be a turkey farm over here." She was, "I think it's still over here." And sure enough, bang, there it is on my right. And I was like, one of these days I'm gonna stop in and see how he does it. Because that'd be cool if I could have 2 turkeys, 2 pigs, a bunch of chickens.
Right?
She's got a green thumb. She can do her garden.
Right.
But if
Well, I
you
tell
want
you,
to,
if you want to get some things to grow, you get some like 5 gallons of some chicken shit.
Yeah.
I tell you, when I lived up in Arkansas, we just lived up the road from a chicken farm, and he'd get 3 crops a year out of Arkansas rock,
Yeah.
by throwing chicken shit out there on it.
yep.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like my great grandmother. They'd have a parade. The city she lived in here in Mass, they'd have a parade, and they'd be out there collecting all the fucking horse shit. Well,
Yeah.
they'd send the grandchildren out to go collect the horse shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right to the garden, that fucking shit went. No pun intended.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Um,
But now, I tell you, if you do this and you're going to have your few critters out there, if you want the ultimate in cheap alarm systems, and I do mean the ultimate alarm, get you a damn guinea hen or 2, or either a couple of damn peacocks.
Yep.
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 They're worse than a fucking chihuahua. Damn leaf shakes in the wind. You gonna know it because they gonna raise hell about it.
Yep.
Yep. I was
These do a pretty good job too.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
No, I'll figure something out. I think, I think for her chickens, I'm gonna steal a design from one of our customers up in New Hampshire. Um, they actually have their chickens in an octagon,
Yeah.
and even the top is enclosed. So,
Cool.
and it's only like little 2x construction type deal, and the rest is just all chicken wire.
Yep.
You know, I'll look at a few. We'll decide obviously which one will best suit what she needs. But
Right.
I also read something funny. You should bring up the chicken shit there, driver. I was watching a video, and this guy did he was doing a video on his chicken coop and his chickens, and he was saying that he doesn't clean the what do you call it, the coop during the winter months. Well, he cleans. Okay, let me say it this way. He leaves a lot of it because he said, believe it or not, the chicken shit keeps them warm or
Yep.
keeps
Produces heat.
Yeah.
produces heat.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah. The rotting, fermenting, decomposing, whatever the right word is,
Yeah.
it generates heat.
Right.
so
Yeah, as long as you have decent ventilation, so they're not,
right.
fumigating
Yeah.
themselves.
Right.
Yeah. So the methane don't kill them.
And you know what else he did? He didn't. He was saying that he used to use straw or hay, but which I don't understand why you use hay, but I mean straw. Maybe you guys can shed some light, but I didn't think anybody used straw.
I think the straw is a little bit more absorbent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
and plus they got the leftover wheat seed in there they can pick at too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used straw this winter for my rabbits. Worked out pretty good.
Right on. Speaking of which, them things about eating size yet?
No, not really. I like for them to get a little bit bigger, but there's a couple that's pretty big.
You got to feed them more, man.
Oh, I feed them constantly, man. I feed them. Hell, they climb over each other just to get to the bowl.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's part of me, I mean, growing up on a farm, I mean, I see, cows, rabbits, chickens, whatever. I don't see a pet, I mean, it's food. That's a meal in the future.
Right.
But even to this day, man, back on the dairy farm when I was a kid, that was like one of my favorite chores to do on the farm was feeding the calves. And it was a pain in the ass setting up all them damn bottles and shit. But them little motherfuckers are just cool. I mean, they'd raise all kind of holy hell, jumping over each other and shit, trying to get to the bottle rack to actually get something to eat.
Yeah.
It was just cute,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of folks don't know this, but when you got a little small calf, treat him like he's a puppy. As far as scratching him on his ears and side of his face and his neck and stuff. When he gets to be a full-grown bull, upwards of 2,000 pound or so, he still thinks he's that cute little cuddly calf. And when he wants, to scratch on the ear, when he was little, he'd bump his head up against you. So what? It was like a dog leaning on you.
All right.
Yeah, 2,000 pounds of hamburger meat brushing up against you like that. That ain't fun.
Pasture.
Yeah.
That ain't
But
fun at all.
at least he ain't trying to mow you over.
No.
I mean, some of them steers can just get an attitude problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those things bother me. Well, then again, anything with horns bothers me.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my boss, he's a beef farmer, and he's got a real old bull. He's like, stays clear of him.
Yeah. We used to have this one out there on the dairy. He was the main breed bull. They called this fucker Superman. Unreal bitch. I mean, he didn't like himself, let alone anybody being in his pasture. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, yeah.
So, I mean, literally, it was a two-man task to feed this motherfucker. Well, three, actually, because somebody had to go down the fence line and distract him. Somebody else would open the gate, and you'd already have the grain, cottonseed, all that in the bucket on the little skid steer. And they'd snatch the gate open, you run in with it as quick as you could, dump it in the trough, and run the fuck out as quick as you could, right? Well, one day, this motherfucker finally got wise to it. Yeah, I was unlucky enough to be on the skid steer. This sumbitch rammed it.
Oh, man.
Turned it over on its side. And there I sit, raised the bucket up, which kind of like tilted the skid steer inside the bucket before the engine shut off or laying sideways. I was curled up in a little ball as you ever seen a great big old youngin get curled up into. In the very back, praying he couldn't reach in there with anything.
Right.
He was trying to kill that damn loader, that little skid steer. He wanted it dead. Yeah.
That's one to remember.
Yeah.
Well, that was damn near 40 years ago, and yeah, I still vividly remember the smell of his breath.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I was in desperate need of new drawers by the time that day was over with.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I can't put. Okay, there we go. I lost the internet for a minute there.
Is that real?
Yeah, I just want to make sure we were still live.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Well, the little yellow block's still up there saying we are,
Yeah.
Yep.
which, of course, half the time that don't really mean nothing no way.
Right.
Now, I knew a guy, he raised hogs. Well, I mean, it wasn't like it was a commercial operation. He had like 5 or 6, something like that. And he had one that, you know, for whatever reason, when it was a little piglet, he took a liking to it. You know, gave it a name instead of pork chopping like that. This one was his buddy. It was his puppy, really.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker got it probably 400 or 500 pounds, and it still thought it was a little lab dog piglet type thing. You'd get to walk around out there, and like I was talking about the little bull calf earlier. He'd want to be petted on or rubbed on. He'd pin your ass up against the fence, and it's like a damn house cat. Rub on your leg. This son bitch would grind you into the damn fence. He'd make you pet him.
All right, you guys. I actually hate to do this. You guys know I do.
Yep.
But life goes on.
Right. It's about that time. And
Right on.
however, I do want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank all the silent watchers, listeners. I want to thank anybody like Uncle Cow who's going to watch this video tomorrow, this chat tomorrow. Excuse me. Thanks. Enjoy your weeks. We'll see you at Jamie time. We'll see you there. If we don't, I'll see you when I see you.
Right
Gentlemen,
on.
as always, thank you for coming in on the panel tonight. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Right on. Thanks for the invite.
Right on. We appreciate the invitation, brother.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys.
Be
We
safe.
Guys, have a good night.
are out of here.
Good night, all.
Yep.
Ciao, Bella.
Later.